Ryan Reynolds, the guy's got the timing of a stand-up comic, the bankability of a Marvel superhero, and the face of a GQ model. Basically, life's going really well for him. The rest of us are out here debating whether to splurge on guacamole at Chipotle, and Ryan's waking up every day next to Blake Lively, cracking jokes and making millions. Now, most people love the guy. He's charming, he's funny, he roasts himself on Twitter. What's not to like? Well, a few celebrities have some thoughts. Turns out not everyone is down for the full Ryan Reynolds experience. Maybe they don't like his humor, maybe he's a little too much, or maybe they're just mad they weren't cast in Deadpool. Who's to say? So let's dive into 10 celebrities who have allegedly called out Ryan Reynolds. Are they legit haters, or did Ryan just forget to compliment their shoes one time? Let's investigate. Yes, the Hollywood feud we've all been waiting for. Ryan Reynolds versus the Jersey Shore cast. So Sammy's sweetheart and Dina were on Watch What Happens Live, because of course they were, when Andy Cohen asked them if they'd ever met a rude celebrity. Sammy tried to play it cool. Oh, we don't want to say, which is celebrity code for we totally want to say, but our publicist threatened to set our house on fire. And then Dina, bless her, immediately blurts out, "It was Ryan Reynolds!" Apparently he ignored them. Like full I don't even see you mode, which, let's be real, is kind of hilarious. Imagine Snooki trying to talk to Ryan Reynolds while he stares at the ceiling like he's reading a teleprompter only he can see. Now, to be fair, Sammy did try to defend him. Maybe he was just having a bad day. Sure, the guy has millions of dollars, a perfect jawline, and a gin company. But yeah, maybe that was the day his Wi-Fi went out. Rebecca Ferguson starred with Ryan in Life, that 2017 space thriller that nobody remembers. Anyway, in an interview she mentioned a certain co-star who was insecure, angry, and constantly yelling. Oof. Now she didn't name names, but fans immediately went all Charlie Day with the red strings and pinned it on Ryan. Why? Because she said, "I got yelled at on set and nobody backed me up because he was #1 on the call sheet." Now here's where it gets interesting. Ryan has never been known to be a screamer. The guy barely raises his voice unless he's in a superhero suit talking about chimichangas. But, you know, Hollywood loves a vague accusation. To top it off, Rebecca reportedly fired him from their scene. Like, we all full on, "You can f*** off, I'll act with a tennis ball instead." And honestly, that tennis ball probably had great chemistry. TJ Miller, aka the dude who played Weasel in Deadpool, went on a podcast and decided to just go off on Ryan. He claimed Ryan was weirdly mean to him, acting all buddy-buddy with the rest of the cast, but then passive-aggressively roasting him in front of everyone. Now, this might be a shock to you, but Ryan Reynolds makes jokes. The weird part? TJ said he wouldn't do Deadpool 3 because of this. You know, Deadpool 3, that tiny little indie film that will make $1 billion. Now, let's factor in the TJ Miller of it all. The guy has had some issues. Google him, but be prepared to spiral. So it's possible Ryan wasn't actually being a jerk. Maybe he just didn't want to deal with that guy. Either way, TJ is out. Somewhere, Ryan is crying into his piles of money. Fun fact, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson were married. Did you know that? Because Scarlett sure acts like she doesn't. They tied the knot in 2008, split in 2010, and by 2011, Scarlett was in full witness protection mode when it came to talking about Ryan. Anytime an interviewer brings up Ryan, she shuts it down fast. No funny stories, no "oh, we're still friends," just nothing. It's like asking your grandma about her first husband who went to get milk and never came back. Now, does this mean there was drama? Not necessarily. But when Hollywood's most talked about actress suddenly can't remember her ex-husband? Yeah, we're raising an eyebrow. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have been locked in a comedic deathmatch for like 15 years. Hugh has called Ryan annoying, obsessed with me, only became a nice guy after Green Lantern bombed. Ryan, in turn, has made roughly 4,000 jokes about Hugh being Australian, old, and needing to retire. Is it real beef? No, it's basically two rich, muscular dads playing an eternal prank war on each other. And we love it. Back in Blade, Trinity, Ryan was a rising star, and Wesley Snipes was already done with Hollywood's nonsense. Apparently, Ryan improvised a lot. Wesley did not enjoy that. There are reports that Snipes once told him, "Do not talk to me." Just a full Jedi-level shutdown. Did Ryan listen? Absolutely not. The man has one mode, and it's quippy banter until somebody sedates him. Would love to see that sequel. This one hurts. Ryan and Betty had a hilarious fake feud during the proposal, but word on the street is that Betty was actually kinda over it. Apparently Ryan never stops joking, and at one point Betty, America's grandmother, just wanted to finish her workday in peace. Did it escalate into a real feud? Doubtful. But if you annoy Betty White, maybe, just maybe, take it down one notch. Ryan's wife, Blake Lively, once admitted, "He's great, but sometimes I wonder, when does he even breathe?" Translation, she loves him, but also needs a vacation. Chris Evans is best friends with every Marvel actor, except Ryan Reynolds. Coincidence? Maybe. But Chris has literally changed the subject mid-interview when Deadpool came up. Hollywood silence is loud, folks. Ryan and Jake were best bros during life. Joking, laughing, besties for life. And then, radio silence. When Jake was asked about Ryan years later, he said, "Sometimes friendships fade," which is Hollywood for, "Something happened, but my publicist told me to shut up." Look, does Ryan Reynolds have enemies? Sure, but so does everyone in Hollywood. Most of these are jokes, misunderstandings, or just people having an off day. The takeaway? Ryan's gonna keep roasting, Blake's gonna keep rolling her eyes, and we're all gonna keep watching. Now go forth and annoy someone in Ryan's honor.